back, y'all, man. We back, man. We got another good headline, man. You dig what I'm talking about, man? For real. And everything in the game with these wireframes. You dig what I'm saying, man? So without further ado, let's get right into it. You dig what I'm talking about? For real. Everything in the game. Yeah. Okay, man. Let's do the intro. Yeah. Hey, what up, y'all? This your boy LC the One, baby. LC the One to be exact, that is. AKA Illmatic One. 2-4. And not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. But my actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school. And my warm-up jersey for the back of my motherfucking chair. Hey, what's up to my LC Nation, my LC gang, and my LC crew? Hey, what's going on out there in Atlanta where you live, you did. But hey, man, we back with another reaction video, man. I mean, another epic reaction video, man. Can't y'all dig that? With a basketball jack. Tough acting to nothing, baby. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls and Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan, you did. Now, as you can see from the title of the video, man, this is my reaction to Kobe Bryant versus Tim Duncan. Which of the Hall of Famer had the better career? First take analysts wanna know. You did. Okay, man. Cut the news. So listen, as y'all know, man, Kobe Bryant passed away, man. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. You know, send my condolences out to his family still, man, and all the victims that was in that terrible, horrific crash that happened out there in Calabasas, man, in January. But they're comparing Kobe Bryant to Tim Duncan as far as like their career accolades and stats, man, because both of these guys are about to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Okay? And as you know, Kobe Bryant had a illustrious career as well as Tim Duncan. In my opinion, I think Kobe Bryant probably will edge him out because his scoring title, he on the scoring list and he went all the way up there. They mirrored each other, but Kobe had 18 All-Star appearances. Tim Duncan had 15. Tim Duncan won 3 MVPs in the finals, I think it was. Kobe won 2. But I think I'm going to go with Kobe on this one, man. I think he won this bout. You dig what I'm talking about, man, for real. Because his career was more illustrious, and plus that 3-peat was impeccable. You know, that's hard to, to discredit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, without further ado, man, we ain't got that much time. We finna let Stephen Adams talk about it. So let's listen in. Y'all ready? Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Damien and Bianca and City So Cool and Royalty. You did. Here we go.
Careers of Tim Duncan and the late Kobe Bryant. Duncan and Kobe both won 5 championships, though Duncan has the edge in finals MVPs. Duncan also has 2 league MVPs compared to Kobe's 1. Obviously, 2 of the best ever. Stephen A., I'll start with you here. But who had the better career?
Oh, believe it or not, I have to say Tim Duncan.
Hold on.
To my man Kobe Bryant. I mean, when you consider the model of consistency that Tim Duncan was able to put forth, David Robinson has a title because of Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is a 5-time champion. As that chart just showed, just as many titles as Kobe Bryant, more NBA Finals MVPs. You got to take that into consideration. The fact that he is universally recognized as the greatest power forward to have ever played the game.
Fact.
Was a 10-time, all defensive first team player. You consider the level of consistency that he had. One could give Kobe credit for overcoming adversity, but you got to give credit for Tim Duncan for avoiding adversity. Because he just went out and played the game and played it at a championship level.
Okay, these are inductees. Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan,
so
Tamika Catchings,
career-wise,
KG,
of course, if I'm an
Kim Maluka, Barbara Stevenson, Eddie Sutton, and Rudy Tomjanovich.
But when you just look at his performance on the basketball court and the way his play elevated postseason time, he was actually better in the postseason than he was during the regular season, along with the fact that he could accomplish virtually every single thing that Kobe Bryant accomplished without the adversity. I have to give credit where credit is due and just say that Tim Duncan, from the time he came into the league, was that dude. And I have to say that he had actually a better career.
Well, that's a fact. I'm going to say that is a fact because he came right into royalty because David Robinson was there and he did, an exceptionally good job grooming him Then he had Popovich and stuff. Kobe had to inherit that. He had to inherit Phil Jackson. He had to inherit Shaquille O'Neal. So Tim Duncan did get out to a good start, but I still think Kobe had a better career overall.
Tim Duncan is easily the greatest power forward of all time. And he's for sure close with Kobe. Their careers are similar. They paralleled each other in many ways, although in very different styles. And so it's not, I'm saying, Stephen A., like this is an easy call. But if push comes to shove and you say who had the greater career, I have to go Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Charles Barkley's right.
This-
Kobe Bryant is the closest thing we've ever seen to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Stephen, I remember early on doing radio in New York City when, before Kobe was really acknowledged on the Magic Bird level by a lot of people, I used to argue with cause, and hold on a second, because Kobe's obviously a national figure his entire career. Offensively, he's the equivalent of Magic or Bird, and defensively, he's better. I mean, how much more is there? Offense and defense. Well, you could say, well, the effect the guy has on a team. But whatever you want to say about that, and Kobe could have at times a deleterious effect on a team depending on the composition of the team, he won 5 championships. 5.
Deleterious.
And proved
That's
after
what
Shaq
comes up with some good
as
words.
the second banana, but just barely. It was 1 and 1A or 1A and 1B. That he could be the lead guy on a championship team. When you look back at those Lakers teams, they were very good, and no question they were perceived as better than the other teams in the league at the time. Pau Gasol has become an underrated player. But it's not like you're bowled over, oh my God, look at that roster. One of the reasons they were perceived the way they were, the primary reason, is Kobe was perceived as the best player in the game. And by the way, Tim Duncan was in the game back then and in his prime. So really, for me, what it comes down to, Stephen A., is when you have two guys, their careers are comparable. Kobe made 3 more All-Star games. Tim Duncan has 1 more Finals MVP, all that.
Right.
But they're comparable. My question is, who hit the higher peak? Who hit the higher height? And Kobe Bryant, to me, did. Other than Michael Jordan, the greatest 2-guard of all time. And by the way, were it not for Michael Jordan, easily the greatest 2-guard of all time. He has the misfortune of the guy who is clearly the best ever in any sport playing the same position he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like Kobe Bryant, man, he filled that void, man. When he came, you know, it's like, man, you know, it's like it just rejuvenated the NBA because Michael Jordan left a big-ass void when he left. And there was nobody else to fill them shoes. So Kobe took it on and took the responsibility to keep the league going because if there wasn't a Kobe Bryant, man, nothing else would have maturated. No Tim Duncan, no nothing, no Shaq, none of that stuff would have materialized if Kobe Bryant didn't have a dynamic effect on the league, you know, because Michael Jordan just, when he left, it's like, man, if they was finna basically just change the league, you know, change the name, probably that's probably what happened. You know, I'm just keeping it real. Like, that's what happened when Dr. J left, you know, the CBA. See what I'm saying? It faltered and stuff and like that, even though it went crumbled. But I'm just saying, you know, that's what probably would have ended up happening because they would have lost a lot of revenue because Michael brought a lot of that, you know, and then when Kobe filled that void and he started showing signs of Jordan, it's like winning, that brought everything back. Let's keep it going.
Well, listen, I don't view it that way, and the reason I don't view it that way is I don't think you can take anything away from Tim Duncan, and I'm not accusing you of trying. I think the important point to point out is that, again, we have to understand that when Kobe won those 3 first titles, there's a reason he wanted to separate from Shaq. Because Shaq was the most dominant force that we had seen in virtually our lifetime.
Yep.
The only thing comparable to him was Wilt Chamberlain in terms of sheer dominance. He was that mammoth of a man, and he was just an unstoppable, formidable force that nobody could match up with. Kobe was that sidekick. Kobe did not want to be that sidekick. So he had to separate from Shaq in order to prove that he wasn't that sidekick, because ultimately you were going to be a sidekick if Shaquille O'Neal was your teammate at that particular moment in time.
Yep.
Then we got to think about the years of adversity that they went through, how the Lakers stuck up the joint once Shaq was gone, how they struggled, how Kobe ultimately demanded to be traded before ultimately Mitch Kupchak was able to pull off the heist that landed Pau Gasol for Kwame Brown. That's what transpired. So after that, then they go back to 3 titles, and we see the greatness of Kobe Bryant. Not that we ever denied or was oblivious to the fact that it was there. But the reality is Tim Duncan comes into the league. We're looking at David Robinson at the time, wondering if David Robinson is ever going to win a championship. Rick Pitino is sitting there, famous for the soundbite. Kevin McHale's not walking through that door. Larry Bird is not walking through that door. Robert Parrish is not walking through that door because they were sticking up the joint in an effort to try and get Tim Duncan with the #1 pick in the draft. That ultimately went to the San Antonio Spurs.
Look at Tim. Oh, cross. Inside.
David Robinson, he had a title.
Tim Duncan,
had a title. Tony Parker had a title. Patty Mills, Steven Jackson. The list goes on and on. None of that happens without Tim Duncan, who was a model of consistency. He had Greg Popovich there as well. Greg Popovich to tell you, the greatness of Tim Duncan also can be attributed to the fact that he allowed him to coach him. Okay, all of those things, you look at it, and there's just no doubt in my mind that, again, you talk about a ceiling or whatever the case may be. There was no dips with Tim Duncan. It was consistent elevation.
Yeah, I mean, but Shaq didn't have a title till he got with Kobe. When he had played with Penny Hardaway and Horace Grant and Nick Anderson, they had a squad in Orlando, and he didn't win a championship till he got with Kobe and Phil Jackson. Stephen A. It takes a lot to win a championship. Tim Duncan has 5. And by the way, my former colleague at HBO, Stephen A., Jim Lampley, who's broadcast everything called football games, he's covered college basketball, all those things, used to tell me the closest thing he'd seen to Bill Russell was Tim Duncan. So
Kobe inside tip-top dunk. Kobe also fading looking like Mike on Jordan.
And in Tim Duncan, a guy who's a lot like Bill Russell, who that was the argument once upon a time, the 2 greatest ever.
Now listen, man. Now they closed in, like I said, Max Keller was making some good vital points, man. For real, because Shaq wouldn't have probably won a title without Kobe. And vice versa. There was a good tandem. Okay? Same thing with Tim Duncan and David Robinson. But Tim Duncan did maturate after David Robinson. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. So, but I'm just saying, as far as because you got to look at longevity. Kobe played a little bit longer, but I think, he played a little bit longer than Tim Duncan, right? Yeah. And probably about a year or so, because I think Tim left for about 17 years, something like that. But Kobe scored more points. He did a lot more stuff. Okay? Tim Duncan did the same thing. But I'm just saying on another perspective, as far as business-wise too, what Kobe did for the league. When the Lakers was the champions, it was a different feel, a different morale. When Tim Duncan, it was like, it was kind of somber and stuff like that, I'm just keeping it real, about the mood. So it's like whenever the Lakers won, you had a press theme about, about basketball was fun and stuff like that. When Duncan won, it was kind of somber and stuff like that. It's like, but I'm saying, in my opinion, they want a good representative to represent the NBA because Kobe was so fun and flamboyant and stuff like that. He did a lot of stuff. He was the Black Mamba and stuff like that. He drew attention. Someone like LeBron James right now, if I could compare him to Kawhi Leonard. See what I'm saying? Kawhi is somber and stuff like that, but when James win, it's hype. He hip-hop and stuff like that. Kobe was hip-hop and stuff like that. Tim Duncan, he more passive and stuff like that, private. Bryant all into the lifestyle, everybody know what he do and stuff like that. Movie, commercials and stuff like that, Yeah, but I'm just keeping it real. That's my opinion, man. I'm just saying, I think they talking about career. I think he had a better career overall if you look at it from every aspect. But yeah, we finna get up out of here, man. Hey, this your boy LC the One, baby. LC the One to be exact, that is AKA Illmatic 124. And not the motherfucking game numbers, man. But my actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school. And my warm-up jerseys on the back of my motherfucking chair. Like I always say, man, keep it pimping and avoid slipping. Because they will get your motherfucking ass if you slip on that motherfucking banana peel. You dig what I'm talking about, man? And like I always say, man, church and reverend gotta go. Before we leave, shout out to my LC Nation, my LC gang, my LC Quantity. Y'all like this video. Share this video, baby. Step back. Comment on this video, man. And most important of all, man, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. And turn the notification bell button on. Ding! To get more exclusive, dope content from Pimp, Player, Gangster, Hustler. All about mine, baby. And like I always say, man, church and reverend God, we going to 5. a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, church. And them. I'll see y'all later. Next headline.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. That's for all y'all niggas out there, man. That's saying I ain't the OG, the original. Hey, man. You's a duplicate. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. You's a duplicate, nigga. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. And I'm the original motherfucking OG, nigga.
Yeah, don't forget to get your custom t-shirts, you dig what I'm talking about, from LC the One. You see the custom prints all over the shirt, you dig what I'm talking about. We ain't playing no game. The custom sweater, you dig what I'm talking about, yeah. With the back end print on the same. I got the t-shirts as well. You dig, unisex, long sleeve. You dig, now we got the full zip up. You dig what I'm talking about, straight up with the hood on it. Straight up with the back print as well. You dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the full zip up, custom with the pockets on it and stuff. You dig what I'm talking about, back print and sleeve and print. You dig what I'm talking about, prints everywhere. Then I got the yoga pants. You dig what I'm talking about, joggers. You dig what I'm talking about, for men. And I got the crop new t-shirts for the ladies. You dig what I'm talking about, look at that. She look comfortable in it. Then I got the sports bra. You dig what I'm talking about, get the sports bra. You dig what I'm talking about, the back print. You dig what I'm talking about, the back print. You dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the yoga pants for the ladies. You dig what I'm talking about, biker booty shorts. You dig what I'm talking about, so that that piece can round out. You dig what I'm talking about. Then I got the yoga leggings. You dig what I'm talking about, for ladies, so when she jogging and everything. And I got the capris right there with the custom LC right between the thighs. You dig, and I got the custom socks. You dig what I'm talking about. You ain't gonna find no more socks like that nowhere on the planet. And then last but not least, I got the LC the One jersey. You dig what I'm talking about. Then I got the back print on there. Look at that back print, look good. Then I got the Illmatic one, my street ball jersey with the 2-4 on it. And then I got the little sleeve pull-up bag right there for the ladies. You dig on drawstring back. And then I got the real backpack. You know what I'm talking about, LC the One. Look at the back, look at the front. You dig, look at the top. You dig what I'm talking about. Everything is looking good. You dig what I'm talking about, in LC the One's neighborhood. And then I got the X-Star iPhone 10 case. You dig what I'm talking about. And then I got the iPhone 6 case, 7, 8, 9. Just order what you want. And then I got the custom print. You dig what I'm talking about, LC the One, baby. And then I got the custom mug when you want to get drunk and drink and stuff to my stream. And then I got the snuggle pillow when you want to get snuggle with your lady. Yeah.